Hey everybody, just wanted to give you a random update of the day. So, here is, I haven't been on in a while. Yeah, like quite some time. But, thought I'd show you guys this. So, this is a 55 gallon tank, with a stand. My friend actually gave it to me, a while back. And so, you can see the little guys scampering around a little bit here. Let's see if I get a good picture. There's two different lamps because I had extra light things from my old I have other fish tanks that I was using, but so we have a giant Dano right over here, and then we have my two. So what happened was she was moving, so she had to get rid of her fish, and so here's my gourami, and then here's my giant Danos, my two, and then she gave me a gourami. She gave me the giant one, and then there's another fishy. He's hiding in the tree over here. He likes to hide in there a lot, mostly due to, you know, when the lights are on, and then it's an albino pleco, something along those lines. And then you see this little guy. I got 5 of these guys. They're adorable, little punks. Like, look at that, he's so cute. They've gotten a lot bigger since they've been in this tank. They're super excited to see me. They think I'm gonna feed them, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna feed you guys right now. Look how big he is. He's gotten so big. They've done so well. Where are they at? And then there's my black platy, and then I have another one. Where is he at? I probably can't see it up here, but there's another one up there. These guys are just following along with the camera because they're like, yes, feed me, my friend. See, my pretty giant Danos are awesome fish. And then you got this big old pumpkin. He's a lot bigger when I got him than the other 3. And then the 2 of them were really big when I got them, so they were already pretty big. And then, so she gave me this tank. And I wanted to update everybody on it, because I don't know if y'all have seen my other videos, but I've come a long way since my original 5-gallon tank, which had my goldfish in it. Doesn't have it anymore, because I had a 20-gallon, I had a 10-gallon, a 20-gallon, and I'll edit it so that you guys can see my 20-gallon with my 2 fish, and obviously I'm going to get a lot of comments about my goldfish. Hold off on that. But I also kind of wanted to show the design of the tank, how I did it, and the background is actually new. I just got that today. I haven't had the time or energy to really put one in, and so now there's the background with all the rocks, and I thought it fit in really well with the trees. And obviously you can't see it as well, but it fits really well. Excuse me. And I've got a couple of filters up top. I was going to invest in one of those 2-for-1s, but I figured 2-in-1s, but I figured having 2 separate ones at two ends of the tank is probably going to work out pretty well. And these guys seem to like it. They really love the bubbles. They really love hanging out with each other. These guys, I mean, I read, get more than 5 of them, or, like 4 to 5 of them or more, because they're schooling. I didn't think it was real. Or that they would, but, as soon as there was 5 in there, they really started schooling together. It was a lot of fun to watch them start doing that. So, come on, you guys, come back over into the light. I could just move my tank light, but, so yeah, my buddies, they're cute. And then this is what they're gonna look like eventually. They're very big fish. And then my little buddies right here, they're very cute. I love this guy. He is a pain in the butt to feed though, because he won't eat flakes. Oh, there's my other one, Dalmatian Molly down there. He does not like to go after the flakes because all these guys are very, very fast, and they tend to try to eat the flakes a lot faster than him. So I feed him flakes on the top of the water, which he seems to be pretty content with doing. And I'll feed them like bloodworms and stuff occasionally. That's usually like a snack that they all go for, and they're all very excited to have it. And they just, hold on, let me see if I can fix this to get a little bit of better light over there. So everybody gets some lighting, and yeah, they're really excited to figure out what I'm doing with my phone, apparently, because they're not usually this active. They are. I love them to death, though, and I think the tank setup is really cool. Um, it's kind of a pain when I drop stuff in there because, like, sometimes the thermometer will be in there, and someone might say that's not and I have a tank heater. The water stays at a pretty constant, like 75 with the tank heater in there. I'm waiting to see how summer hits to see if it's going to be different. If I'm going to have to turn it off, how it's going to work. Like the wintertime has caused the water to evaporate really quickly due to the dry air from my heater being on. So it evaporates pretty quickly, but I only add it about once or twice a week. Excuse me. So it's a lot of fun. They're doing really good, and I was really, really lucky to get this tank from my friend. She says, "Hey, do you still have fish?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And she's got this tank for me, and it's it came with the stand and everything, and I love it. I love this tank to death. It is a pain in the ass to clean, but I do it every 2 weeks. I do the gravel suction and go in through and just suction it out to make sure it's nice and clean, and change the water out every 2 weeks, like the regular, like quarter to halfway, depending on how I do the dip test to make sure that they're doing okay, and yeah. So here's just a little. It's quite relaxing. This is part of the reason I have it. I mean, the only downside is is that when I'm trying to watch movies, which my TV's right next to my fish tank, when I'm trying to watch movies or anything, I can hear my filters over my TV a lot, and it's problematic. And so when I move, I'm probably gonna have them be somewhere where I can't hear them all the time, and it's gonna be a bit nicer. But I love them to death, so they're gonna hang out with me wherever I go. And moving the tank was actually pretty difficult because it is very, very heavy, and I had to put new gravel in because I didn't want the blue and pink pebbles that she had in there. And but she did give me the rock formations that you're able to see, these and this was mine, but these two she gave to me. And she gave me some other ones that I don't currently use, as these ones seem to be pretty okay. I mean, they like to go in and out of them and play around a little bit, and so they seem to be content. And this guy, the pleco that's in there, he kind of just hangs out in there. I think I might be able to get a little video of him hanging out in his little spot. So let's see if I can. No, all right, buddy. But they're just all kind of doing their thing and just hanging out. I know, hi, buddy. Just gonna come up and visit for a second. All right, that's cool too. Sorry, I have a bit of a cough. Trying to get to go away. See, I can't find him. I can't see him in there. It's weird. Maybe it's just the lighting, but he's not hanging out at the end of here, because that guy's over here. And originally, it also came with, she also gave me 2 of her other regular, plecos. They were very, very long. I think they were about 6 to 8 inches a piece. They were very, very large fish, and they ended up dying on me. They're very sturdy, but they ended up dying, and it was really sad. But they were pretty great. They were huge, and they took up a lot of the tank, and they kind of freaked these guys out. They kind of freaked my tiger barbs. That's what I was. They kind of freaked my tiger barbs out a little bit, and they wouldn't come over here because that's a lot of the times where they were at, and so they wouldn't come to this side of the tank most of the time. They mostly hung out on this side of the tank, which, it's still 25 gallons of water, so I think, they were okay with it. They came out of a 20-gallon tank. So, they were just excited to have a new home to hang out in, I guess. But I'm gonna have to turn off the lights soon in it, and I'll let them go to bed because lights been on for about 10 hours now, give or take. So they're gonna get some sleep, and I'll go show you guys my goldfish.